Hey everyone, welcome back to Module 2, Part 2 of our course, Learn Website Hacking and Penetration Testing from Scratch. In the previous lesson, we talked about how websites actually work, the front end, the back end, and how they communicate. Now, let's get into what you've probably been waiting for. How do hackers actually hack a website? Let's break it down step by step, the legal way, of course. Let me tell you something right away. Hacking isn't just running tools and hoping something works. It's a structured process. It's about understanding, observing, and then exploiting the weak points. So when hackers target a website, they usually follow a step-by-step methodology. Let's walk through those steps, and I'll explain each one like we're in a real-world scenario. Step 1 is recon, or information gathering. Here, we try to collect as much detail as possible about the website, what technologies it uses, what CMS it's running, like WordPress or Joomla, which ports are open, what subdomains exist, even email addresses or login portals. Tools you can use: Whois, NSLOOKUP, Google Dorking, the Harvester. The more you know, the more you can target. Once we gather intel, the next step is scanning to find entry points. We scan for open ports, running services, directories and hidden files, login panels, vulnerable software. Tools you'll use: Nmap to discover services and ports, Nikto to scan for vulnerabilities, Derb to brute force directories, Wapalizer or WhatWeb to detect CMS and technologies. This gives us a technical map of the target and possible places to poke. Next up, the real hacking begins. Now that we know what the site is running, we start testing for vulnerabilities like SQL injection to mess with the site's database, XSS, cross-site scripting to inject scripts, command injection to run system-level commands, file upload flaws to upload malicious files, auth bypass to skip login pages, broken access control to access restricted areas. You can use tools like Burp Suite, OWASP Zap, SchoolMap, or test manually by tampering with URLs and forms. This is where creativity meets logic. You think like a developer and attack like a hacker. If you find a real weakness, now you move to exploitation. This means using the vulnerability to gain access or extract data. For example, use SQLe to dump usernames and passwords, use a file upload bypass to plant a shell, use XSS to steal session cookies. But here's the ethical rule: never exploit without permission. In real-life jobs or bug bounty programs, your goal is to prove the vulnerability exists, not destroy or steal. Now, ethical hacking ends with one final but super important step: reporting. You write a clean, professional report explaining what the vulnerability is, how you found it, proof of concept, how to fix it. In bug bounties, this is how you get paid. In corporate jobs, this is what gets you promoted. Let me say this clearly: never hack any website without permission. Use practice labs, CTF platforms, or vulnerable machines like DVWA, Metasploitable, or WebGoat. Hacking is powerful, and with power comes responsibility. We're here to learn, practice, and protect, not to damage or steal. Let's recap the 5 stages of hacking a website. 1. Recon. Gather info. 2. Scanning. Find entry points. Finding vulnerabilities. Test the site. 4. Exploitation. Prove the weakness. 5. Reporting. Help fix the issue. This is the ethical hacker's path. And trust me, once you master it, you'll look at the internet completely differently. In the next lesson, we'll go hands-on with some of the tools I mentioned and start scanning real sites in a safe lab setup. If you learned something new today, drop a like, subscribe to Secure 7, and leave a comment if you're excited to start hacking. This is Parth, and you're watching Learn Website Hacking Penetration Testing from Scratch. See you in the next video.